Fox on, and we're gonna get to know him, hear about his new album, and yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Fox.
Yo,
Hey,
what's up, man?
how you doing, guys? What's up?
All right, so we're gonna
Good.
jump right into it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I can hear you. Everything sounds good.
What's up? What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. It's cold as hell
I know.
out in Chicago. So,
Oh yeah, it's very cold in Chicago.
man, where you out of?
I'm in Baltimore. It's cold here too.
Okay. It's still cold. It's
Yeah,
still cold.
It's still cold. All right. Question number one, Brandon. Who were
Yeah.
your musical inspirations growing up?
Growing up, well, my father used to play the drums. So I come from a musical background, and church is where it kind of all started. Especially me looking at live performances. But it goes back to just driving in the back seat with my dad playing James Brown, and then that goes to Michael Jackson. So I got videos of me just emulating him. And then as I got older, I started listening to Boyz II Men. I was in the early 90s, so a lot of boy bands, 112, Usher, Brian McKnight, Chris Brown. I mean, any big artist during the 90s, as far as singing, I was listening to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, Craig David was another huge musical
Craig David was
David
in his time was like amazing. Like I
Yo,
wish he released new music. Or
He
had-
do.
He does?
He
I
do,
haven't heard anything.
He drops stuff, but he's kind of more under the radar. But yeah, man.
He sings. He definitely sings. All right,
Yeah,
question
he
number
sings.
2. What was the inspiration behind your EP Remedy?
Life, man. It's crazy. I feel like we, as artists, we have this platform to share our music, and we have the power of which direction that we want it to take us. And when I was first putting together the album, this was probably like in 2015, 2014, even. I was writing, and I mean, maybe like 40 songs into it, I had a conversation with my manager, and he was just like, "Man, this is good, but is this the direction that we want to take? Like, do we want to talk about basic stuff, or do we want to talk about my life?" Because when I was in 2015, I'll give you a little small backstory. 2015 was a huge year in my life. I had my firstborn son, and 3 weeks before that, prior to that, my father committed suicide. And mental health has been something that's been in my family's life for a long time. Dealt with alcoholism, we dealt with depression. So me personally, that was a lot to go through, as anybody would go through. And for me to even share that with anybody, at first I was like, nah, I don't know if I wanted to go there. Because you see how it is on the internet right now. I can do whatever I want to behind here and act like whoever I want to be presented to you guys, and you could trick people all day.
Absolutely.
So to actually get real and talk about these type of things, it was hard for me, but the response and everybody that showed support or reached out via messages or just coming up to me, like, it's crazy where it's going. So
yeah, I mean, and I will say, "Long Time Coming" is actually my favorite song on the record.
Man, thank you, bro. Yeah, we just released a video for that. If you guys haven't seen it, make sure you go check that out after this. It's on YouTube. So check it out.
All right, cool stuff. Now, what has been your favorite song to perform? I know you're probably gonna say all of them, but what's your favorite song by far to perform?
No, I have one specifically off the album, "Lose It All."
And tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, melodically, sonically, the way that we play live. I have a live band that I play with, and it smacks, man. It smacks, and especially for it being a pop soul record, I think live it just brings it to another element that you can't get that if you just listen to it. You got to come and check that out live.
All right. So, next question. Have you ever had a crazy fan moment? And if so, do you care to share?
As far as me fanning out over somebody?
I mean, it could be either or someone fanning out over you.
I mean, I get the occasional stuff where I'll just be walking through, wherever. If I'll just be in the city walking and someone will come up to me and say, "What's up?" That stuff be making you feel real good.
Yeah, that's not
What I
crazy
mean?
though. Like
who is
you
it?
ain't have nobody follow you or anything crazy like that. Right?
No. It's never been nothing. No stalker stuff.
All
I
right,
mean,
cool.
no, I don't look that good. No, but
All right,
no, everything's
so
pretty cool.
all right, Brandon. So, what was the first song you ever remember singing,
That I wrote.
or just the first song that you ever, first started singing, like as a kid? Like, what was the song?
I mean, like, so every Christmas I got two brothers, but every Christmas we would do like a video. My parents would record us, and we would make like a talent show, and we just record ourselves. And I did "Silent Night" by Boyz II Men. I remember doing it, and I was like so nervous. I wish I still got the video. I don't know if I got the video still, but it was funny, man. But I just knew. I mean, if I'm performing and I'm doing it back then obviously it was something that I was
Training
born
Brown.
Hey, man, it's
Yeah.
love, man. You gotta love your passion. So if
People
anybody's
think-
listening, man, whatever it is you want to do, whatever it is you aspire to do, don't let nerves, don't let anybody else tell you nothing, especially if it's something that you believe in your heart. You feel me?
Cool stuff. All right. So everybody's listening to everybody. So who are some of the new mainstream artists that you currently you are currently listening to?
New mainstream. Tory Lanez is that dude. But I don't know how new he is. You know what I mean? He's been around.
Right.
I've been listening to him for a minute. But as far as him getting mainstream, I guess you could say he's kind of new mainstream.
Right.
But
he's been out for a while. We just, I think a lot of people are just recently catching on to the greatness of him.
Right. Because he had the beef with Joyner Lucas that helped him out a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, Tory's dope, man. He could rap. He could spit. His melodies are insane when he be singing. So.
All right, so we have a question from the audience. What gave you the courage to pursue a career in music and center your life around your passion?
What gave me? I've just always been a person, man, that I just see life as life, man. Like, it's so short. I lost my uncle. He was 46. I lost him to cancer.
Oh, wow.
I just was at his funeral this past weekend. And we found out about the cancer like a couple months ago. So, I mean, if you think of that, like this shit, it just happened and we lost him. Like, so, I mean, I see life way different. It's like, yo, tomorrow ain't promised,
It's not.
And I know we be taking that stuff for granted. So if I know that we only got one life, if we know this is our only shot, at life, I'm going to make sure I am working as hard as I possibly can to do whatever I feel is in my heart is right.
Right.
Especially if I feel like, especially if I have that ability.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? The crazy thing is that we've heard, you could be here today and gone tomorrow. We've heard that life is so short. We've heard that pretty much all our lives. So but it's really a wake up call when you start to lose those that are close to you and those.
No one believes it until it happens to you.
Absolutely.
This stuff. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not gonna stop, man.
Good stuff.
Definitely. Yeah. Nah, no chance, man.
All right. So I'm gonna skip over questions. Well, I'm not gonna skip over questions.
How dare you?
All right, what is some advice you would share with someone trying to get into the industry?
You got to have a good circle, man. That's the hardest thing. The hardest thing about this is building your foundation, building your team, because you will not do this on your own. I'm going to just keep it a buck. You can only get to a point to where, but eventually you need people that you can depend on, and you need people that can depend on you.
Right.
And once you have your team, and what I mean by that is you got to have your management in place. You got to have your booking in place. You got to have your media stuff in place. So your photographers and your videographers. So when you know it's time to drop something, you don't have your thumb up your, you know what I mean? Just trying to get by with no type of information, because man, the stuff that you put out, if it's not up there like tip top quality, then people are going to look past it. So your stuff has to be presentable. It's got to look professional. And a lot of that has to do with your team,
right?
You know, because they're going to tell you what looks dope and what doesn't look dope.
So, Brandon, quick question: Would you say that you don't necessarily need to be signed to a label? You just need to have a dope team to just make your dreams, you know, become a reality. Correct?
Yeah. This is 2019, man. You don't need a label. You definitely don't need a label, but you need your foundation.
Yeah.
You know, you need your foundation. You need to be present, man, because this era that we're in, this microwave industry, if you're not consistently posting content, these people forget about you real quick.
Easily, and especially in a day where social media is running everything. If you're not consistent, you are forgotten, pretty much. And that's what it's what it's.
And that's that's one thing that I talk to other artists about. You know, it's you have to stay relevant, and it's strategic. You know, there's a strategy behind all this, so you have to have a plan. Like right now, we're talking about stuff for the end of summer right now. You know, so we already have everything set up. We got a lot of new music. We got videos. So it's like we're worried about that stuff. And I feel like that's how you start getting ahead in this industry.
Right.
If you start booking and you're looking 6, 7 months, 8 months down the road, hey, now you're going somewhere with it.
Well, speaking of the summer, the end of the summer, what's next for you, and how can your fans and people that support you keep up with what's going on with you?
Man, we got a lot of new stuff coming out. I think the new material is gonna shock a lot of people.
Cool stuff.
It's totally different. Yeah, it's totally different than the stuff that I was writing about. I think a lot of stuff has happened in my life that not a lot of people know about, especially in this past year, as far as just transitions and different stuff. But musically, I wanted to get a little bit more modern. You know what I'm saying? Just to get a little bit more modern, still be true to myself. Like, don't get it wrong. It's not like I'm selling out and I'm finna be like, you know what I mean, somebody else. But I think this might perk your ears a little more. This might make you rock.
I mean, I think as an artist, you have the right to express yourself however you want to. So, the fact that you're going with it, I think that's pretty dope. That's
like if you listen to the first album that we put out, it's got a lot of soul. It feels very warm. You know what I mean? Like Sunday morning type music vibes and shit. So, this new stuff, I feel like this is like, let's go out tonight.
Good.
We're gonna rock. Let's jump in the ride. Let's ride out, feel this vibe.
All right,
like,
so
it's a total vibey, wavy type album.
So there are. I mean, you have collaborations on this album with, I think it was Taylor Bennett I saw on there.
Yeah, it was his birthday. Shout out Taylor, man. Shout out KB, Super, Bianca Shaw, all of them. We were going crazy over at Metro for his birthday party. King Louis was out there. Champs was out there, man. It was all love.
So can we expect any more collaborations with the new music that's coming?
Not on this new project.
All right, so it's just.
And it's just me. It's just me right now. I got a couple. That's funny. The past couple of days I've been thinking about it. I got everything ready. You know what I mean, as far as the release. I'm still determining whether I want to release a project or if we're gonna just do single by single. Every couple of months or every month or so. So we're still getting that figured out. And then obviously, I might have a feature on there. I might not. Man, we'll see.
Cool stuff. I think all right, we have one more question from the audience, and then I'm gonna let you go. They said, "I've never heard your music. What should I listen to first?"
Ooh. Damn, that's a good question. What do you listen to first, man? I think you watch a Long Time Coming video.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, start there.
Start
There.
there.
That's
Yeah,
actually,
just start the album from track one, man.
mm-hmm.
Because I think it tells a little story. You know what I mean? In the 7 tracks that there are, it tells a good story, man. But if you want something in its entirety, for one song, I'd say listen to that or listen to Glory. Glory's a dope song too. You can check either one of those out.
Long Time Coming, I will say, is what really caught like my attention. I was like, oh, this is pretty dope. And I listened to the whole album. Like before I knew it, I listened to the whole album. And
Cool.
It was a good body of work. So much love, much support to you, man. And anytime you're doing something, just stop by and let us know.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to when I'm out east, man. Come out and chop it up, bro. Most definitely, man. And I appreciate you for having me, man. And everybody else that took the time out to just come say what's up. I see some people waving. Mm-hmm. K Tukes, Thomas, what's up? Natalie, all y'all. Thank you guys, man. I appreciate you. New stuff is coming. New stuff is coming. I got a song called Beautiful Disaster that should be out. What is it? End of this month. By March. By March, we're gonna have new music.
Great month to release
videos. Stuff. It's all coming, man. I'm so excited. 2019.
I'm excited for
biggest comeback year. Dre.
No.
What? No. I was just messing with you.
All right, Brandon. Thanks, man, for stopping by.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That was Brandon Fox, and if you want to check him out, definitely head on over to his Instagram and check out everything that you can. Get to know him, download, buy, purchase, stream, share his music. And as always, thank you guys for tuning in to Lunch Chatter. You never know who's going to stop by.